Good morning, everybody. My name is Phil Evans, and I'm the Managing Director of Salon Guru. I'm going to be running the webinar today, so we'll be starting in probably about a minute's time or so, just allowing people to gather and log in. I think there's about 14 of us here so far. We should probably about 25 people are joining us today, salon owners and clinic owners. So I'm joined by Steph, who's one of our client managers. Hi, Steph.
Morning, everyone.
Steph is one of our client managers, so she looks after about 30 of our clients who run salons and clinics, but also leads our Google business profile team. So she's the expert when it comes to some of the things I'm talking about today, and will help us when I'm going through some of the examples and some of the results. Steph will be able to give me some insights into that. So I'm going to start at 11:02 on the dot. So I'm Phil Evans. I'm the Managing Director of Salon Guru. And this is a quick introduction for those that don't know me or the company. I know we've got some clients here today, so I'm going to quickly run through who we are. Salon Guru has been going almost 20 years. We are about 25 people, I think, at the moment, work for the company. We are based in the UK, the US, Europe. People living in Pittsburgh, in America, in Spain, different parts of the UK. So we cover the whole of Europe, and our clients are in Ireland, Australia, Canada, England, Scotland, Wales. Anywhere where they speak English, we've got salon and clinic clients. And there's a quick list down the bottom of the screen. The things that we do. We do websites. That's what we're very famous for. We have 230 of them, approximately, all over the English-speaking world. And those websites, we do SEO, search engine optimization. We are the world experts in getting our websites to the top of Google search. We also, which is what we're going to cover today, Google profiles and maps. I'm going to go into quite a lot of detail on that. We do social media advertising, so Facebook, Instagram. We do social media posting for some of our clients, where we actually manage their social media. We do blog writing, client emails, recruitment, gift vouchers, online stores, whatever our salons and clinic clients want us to do that involves digital marketing, we cover it, and we've been doing it for about 20 years. On our website, there's a fully interactive map of where all our clients are, and you can go and click on any of the dots and go and visit their website all over the world. So that's on salonguru.net, which is our website. I'll mention that a couple of times as we go through these things today. So what we're going to focus on today is your Google profile, and we're going to cover what it is, so understanding what your profile can and can't do, how you gain control of that profile, because often we find people, they have a profile, but they don't know how to gain access to it, so we're going to show you that. Then the important numbers, because that's the key part of this, knowing, is your profile working? Is it bringing you clients? Because probably most people don't know, and I'm going to show you how you can find out. And then probably the most important part for all of you is how to optimize that profile. We want to show you how to get more clients using your Google profile. So we're going to give you some of the insights as to what we do when we're running a Google profile for a client. So this screen shows the importance of various sources of traffic to your website. So I've given some examples here from clients. So this client in Liverpool, they get about 8,700 visitors a month on their website. And you can see the split here in this pie chart. Google search, which is the normal Google that we all use, and searching for something, accounts for 45%, almost half of all of their traffic to their website. So that's what 4,200 people a month are coming from Google search to their website. But the next big slot here, this 29%, is their Google profile. So approximately 30% of all of the people are coming to the salon in Liverpool, searching for this salon, searching for these services, are coming from the Google profile. And then after that, there are things like emails. Emails is direct. In other words, people click a link in an email or a text message, and they come directly to the website. So that's a typical split. About 75% is coming from Google search and Google profiles. Here's another salon where we're running the Google profiles for them. And again, Google search, 43%, Google profiles, 38%, direct emails, text messages, their software, 15%. So you can see the kind of split and the importance of Google. Google's accounting for about 80, 90% of all the people coming to their website. And then here's two that where we don't manage the Google profiles, and they're completely missing from the source of web traffic. People are just not finding these two salons, one in California, one in London, because we weren't running the Google profiles for them, and they're not doing it themselves. Because everything I'm going to show you today, we do, but you can also do. I'm hoping that you'll learn from today how you can do this. Whereas most salons decide it's a big job to be done well. It's quite a lot of work. That's why they use an expert like ourselves and Steph and the team. So I'm going to go through how to do it, but I'm also going to explain how we can do it for you. So the importance of Google, which I've just said, is your website should come first. So although we're going to talk about profiles today, I'm quickly going to cover your website and Google, because that is going to account for probably 60% of your new clients. If you've got a website that's sitting at the top of Google search for all the phrases, Google organic, which is what we call website searches, is the most important thing. Probably about 60% of all your clients are coming from that. Google local, which is your profile, is about 30%. So that's why we're having this webinar today, because 90% of your potential incoming clients are likely to be finding you through Google. Here's some quick examples just to show you how well we can do with a website performing on Google. This is a clinic in the northwest of the UK, and they've got 172 phrases at #1 on Google, which is enormous. That's completely dominating all the services. Anybody looking for all the treatments that they dominate Google local search, organic search in their area for their website. Here's another one. I'm going to talk about Comas in detail in a minute, because we also run their Google profile for them. But this is their website. They've got 71 phrases at #1 on Google, which is building because they're a relatively new client in the first couple of years with us. But their web traffic has increased by 82%. But having a good website that sits at the top of Google, you're going to get a lot of traffic, a lot of visitors. Have a good website, and you'll get a lot of clients from it. So that's equivalent to an extra 1,000 people a month, that 82% increase in web traffic. That's the number of people extra that are coming to this salon website, 1,000 a month, because of their website's performing so well. And then there's the final one that I'm going to talk about, Monaco in Florida, Tampa in Florida. They've been with us about 15 years, incredibly high performance website, 209 phrases at #1 on Google. 55% of all the traffic's coming from Google organic search, and 15,000 website visitors a month. So my final slide about the website, because we're not here to talk about websites today, we're talking about Google profile, but your website is absolutely vital, because about 60% of your potential clients are likely to be coming because they found you on Google, your website. So the important thing is know what your website traffic is, know your numbers, know where they're coming from, the sources of traffic. How many people are coming to your website from Google, from your Google profile, from your Facebook, from Instagram? So know those numbers and get a search rank report. On our website, salonguru.net, there's a button in the top right to get a free rank report. Know where you rank for best salon Bristol or balayage prices Bristol or whatever city or town you're in. Understand where you sit. Are you #1 for best salon, or are you number 21? Because this is really important for driving more traffic to your website by knowing where you sit on the rank report. Do it every single month. Know your rank and keep chasing a better rank. Because if you can, over the next 6 months, constantly improve where you sit on Google search, you're going to get a lot more visitors to your website. So have a plan to improve your website, improve your rank, and improve the traffic coming to your website. I can see there's some people chatting, so let me just check. Steph, can you keep an eye on people perhaps asking questions? We're happy to answer questions at the end, but hello everybody, if you've just joined us. Feel free to put something in the chat box if you've got questions as we go. But I'm now going to move on to, that's the website part done, Google Business Profile. So your website is what appears on Google when you search, but also your profile. And your Google profile should be around about 30% of your web traffic. People coming to your website because they saw your Google profile. So that's about 30% of your web traffic and potential clients. So it's enormous. It can be really, really powerful to drive a lot of new clients to your business. So what is a Google profile? So I'm going to jump off this screen. I'm going to go live. I'm going to use Google and I'm going to show you some different examples. Here's a couple of clients here, Comas and Atherotherapy. Right, let me just go to, this is Google. Steph, can you see that screen okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to actually search for the salon. Comas Salon Thornton. So if you search on Google, that's the result when I search for Comas Salon. And there's their profile. So for those of you that don't understand what the profile is, that's it there. It's a bit like Facebook and Instagram where you've got a page that you own as a salon. You have the same on Google for your profile. So it's got map and photographs, etc. Now, because Salon Guru, and I am a manager on their profile, I get all of these extra icons and things I can do here, ways I can manage the profile. So I know that I've got access to the Comas Google profile. And I'm going to go into the profile shortly. So that's what a profile looks like. Search for your business name, and this is your profile. And there's photographs, there's opening hours, there's reviews, there's a map, there's lots of information which we're going to touch on in a minute. Now let's look at another one quickly, Atherotherapy. And here's another Google profile, Atherotherapy Salon in London. There's their map and photos. Now this one, I'm not a manager of, my team are, so I don't have all those icons to edit things and change things at the top, but we're going to delve into that in a bit more in a minute. So let's go back to this. What is a Google profile? It is a thing, like a Facebook page on Google that you own as a business, and it's tied to a physical location. So every building, every business that's got a physical location has a profile with a map and photographs, etc. So that's what a profile is, and it appears when you search for things. So you've seen me searching for the companies. Now let's do some searches that's not a particular company. Let's do a salon in Bristol. Right, so I just searched for Salon Bristol, and there at the top are 3 profiles and a map. There are more if I click that link, but the top 3 is what you really want to aim for. Because if people are searching for, let's try best salon Bristol. This is what people are doing on their mobile phone, on their computers. They're searching in your area. So you should try this as well. One of the key parts of understanding how this works is do it for your salon. Search in your town. Search for best salon, best clinic, or search for the treatments. There's the map again for best salon. Let's try spell it right, balayage. More. So for each phrase, you're probably going to get a different map, because it's how Google sees is that profile, does it explain about balayage? Has it got a section? Has it got photographs? Has it got information about what this client is searching for? In this case, it's balayage. If I put in, let's try dermal filler. Excuse my typing and spelling if I go wrong. Dermal filler in Bristol. So those 3 profiles are at the top of the Google search. Beneath it is the organic, what we call the website search. This is where people click through to your website. So what I explained about the importance of your website being at the top of Google, that's the SEO for these, but your profile actually sits above that. So if you can be number 1, 2, or 3 on the Google profiles, the potential for getting a lot of traffic, particularly from people using their mobile phone, is enormous. So that's what your Google profile is. Let's go back to the slides, and how it appears at the top of search. So I would suggest to you, make a list, at least 20 phrases, top salon, best salon, top clinic, and your services, dermal filler, Botox, lip fillers, balayage, hair extensions, and search on your mobile phone and on your computer. Do it while you're in your business, but also do it when you're not. Do it when you're a mile away or 5 miles away, because you'll get very different results if you walk into the city centre and sit in a coffee shop and do the same searches. You're going to get different results. So you need to see this through the eyes of what your customers are saying. Where does my business appear on Google? Both the profile and my website, but we're focusing on the profile today. So the first thing you should do is gain control of that profile. I showed you quickly that I'm an admin on Comas, but I'm not on Atherotherapy. So let's go back to Google. Let's go to Afrotherapy, where I'm not a manager of Afrotherapy. So you would do this for your business name. Let me just spell this right. Afrotherapy Salon London. So if you search for your business name and you don't have all the icons to do edits here, you'll see your profile there, but I don't own it. And it'll say down here, do you own this business? So this, when you find your profile and you're not an owner, you can ask to manage the business. Now, one important thing when you're searching on using Google, using Chrome or whatever browser you're using, make sure that you're logged into Google. And I'm logged in up here. I don't know if you can see my little picture up there. I'm logged in as me, Phil, with my email address. So when I ask to manage this business, be careful you're not logged in as a different email address, one that you don't want to manage the business. Be logged in as your main email address. So when I click own this business, here we go. Right, somebody else already manages this business profile. And I can see part of their email address there, Joe something. So if I request access, it'll send an email to that person asking, will they allow me to gain access? Which is great. I can do that. If for whatever reason that person has left the business, because this happens, people have lost access to their profile because the person who had it has left, or they've forgotten their password or their email. If that request access in 6 days isn't answered by the email, you can then ask it to send a postcard to the physical address. So Google will send a postcard to Afrotherapy Salon in London with a PIN number on it. And in 6 days' time, I can come back to here and say, I didn't get the request access via email, so now I'll put a PIN number in from the postcard. So you can get control of this. And all of this information is on our website. I'll also be sending you a recording of this webinar, so don't worry about making lots of notes. And feel free to ask us questions at any point, either during the webinar or later. Drop us an email. And if you're stuck on this and want some help, by all means, please ask questions. So that's how you gain access to your profile or control of your profile, by requesting it, and if necessary, getting a PIN number sent to your physical address. Let's go back to our slides. And so that's how to gain control. I've got control on Taunton or Comas in Taunton, and I showed you how I would get control on Afrotherapy. Once you've got control, okay, so you're now managing your Google profile, the numbers are really, really important. You need to know how well is your profile performing and how do you find those answers. So let's go back here. Let's go to Comas again. So Comas, Taunton. So you'd be doing this for your own salon. Up pops the profile. Here's all the icons that show that I'm a manager. Here's the performance button. Right, this is for the last 6 months. So in January, 815. 815 what? 815 interactions. If you hover over this, so hover or click, yeah, interactions. Interactions, for me, are the most important thing. These are people that are doing something. They're either asking for directions to how to find a salon, or they're clicking to go and visit the website, or they're clicking the call button, or they're sending a message. So these people are taking what I would call a kind of direct sales action. They're planning to visit the salon because they're asking for directions or they're phoning. So 815 in January, and you can go back for 6 months. So there's some quick performance numbers, and you can actually see the breakdown here. So in January, they had 196 calls. They had 494 visits to the website from their profile. So that's 6 months. That's great. If you want to have a quick overview of how your profile's performing, that's a good way of doing it. However, you're probably going to want to go, well, we certainly do. We go a lot deeper than that because we want to compare it to last year and compare it to other salons. So the important numbers aren't just the last 6 months. See on this slide, I'm going to show you how to download the numbers going back much further. And then I'm going to add them to a tracking sheet. If I go back to Comas here, and just open my list of Google. These are all my Google profiles that I manage. My team manage a lot more, but these are the ones that I have access to. So what I'm going to do, and you can do the same once you've got control, you can go to your profile and the action, let me just move this out of the way. I'm going to insights, is what they call numbers. So I've now said for Comas, I'd like some insights, and I'm going to do a custom range. And I'm going to choose the date. So I'm going to go back to January 2024. I'm just going to do the month. You could actually do the whole year if you wanted, but I'm going to just do January. Steph's keep watch me, Steph, that I don't make a mistake because I tend to do that. There we go. Whole of January. Download the report. It's working. Downloading insights. Here we go. It's ready. Click download. It's here. Click open. So now I've got a Google sheet. Let me just move this out of the way. Right. First of all, let's sort out so we can read it. Let's wrap the text and center it. Right. Now, all these here, I've got zeros. Let's get rid of those. I'm doing this quickly. Don't worry. There's a lot more information on our website how to do this. Not so rushed, but I want to show you how easy it is to get the information. Once you've done this 2 or 3 times, it's really straightforward. This is for the month of January 2024. Here we go. 349 website clicks a year ago. Back to the numbers on here. We were 849, was it? Website clicks last month. 494 compared to 349. So that's what we do to see the very, very detailed numbers behind each salon that we manage or clinic that we manage, their Google profile. But we put it all on a sheet to make it easier. Let me just open my sheet. Here we go. So for every single client, and you should do the same for yourself if you're doing this, we track all these numbers on a Google sheet, Excel spreadsheet, whatever your preferred choice. There's the number for January 2024. I've highlighted it green so you can see it nice and clear. There's the number of overall interactions and the number of website clicks, 349 last year, 494 this year. There's the percentage improvement. So I can see that this year, January 2025, the overall interactions were 808 compared to 557. That's 251 extra people taking action on the profile, an action like making a call, visiting the website, asking for directions. That's 251 people in a month. So this can be really, really important in terms of your salon or clinic's profitability in business, because that's 250 clients in a month. You repeat that month after month after month, which is what we're doing here, and it can make a really big difference to your business. So getting those numbers, it's a chore. It's involved. It takes time, but it's really important because we send those numbers to our clients. I'm going to show you the kind of report that we send client. Let me just open this. Comas. So we send them every single month. All of our clients that are on the Google profile, and you should do this for yourself. Where was I in January? What were my numbers? This is the Comas report for January, and it shows. The highlights were website clicks up by 41%, which is, it's got the numbers in there. It's got everything in there. Also, just things like the number of people that are viewing your profile. How visible was your profile? How often was your profile in those top 3 results? Because if you're appearing more and more often in the top 3 results for all the phrases that people are searching for, you're going to get a lot more visitors to your website. But also we show on here what we then did, because how do we do it? How do we get more people? How do we get to the top 3? So this is what our report is now starting to dig into. We've shown you the results. Now let's show you how it actually works. How do you get better results? So let me go back to the slides again. So that's knowing the numbers. And here's many others that we're running. I'm not going to go through all of these, but these are all different clients in different parts of the world where we're working on the profile month after month to get more profile views. In other words, your Google profile is seen more often because it's in the top 3. So looking at that one in Taunton, they're up. Profile views were up 114% in January. The interactions, the calls, the directions, the website clicks, and this is typical for all of our clients. This is kind of what we do. This is, for all of our, let me open the summary statute. This is what we do month after month, send them. This is how well your profile is performing. These are all of our clients that we're running the Google Business Profile for. And you can see month by month, tracking all the numbers, sending these to our clients in a really detailed monthly report. Right, now let's go back and show you how you can do this. So this is the plan for your Google Business Profile. Know your numbers, and I've just shown you can get a quick overview from your profile where you can go in and download the insights for any month, any period, and put them on a spreadsheet, which is the best result, really. Know your rank. Know where you sit for all of the phrases, whether it's dermal filler or best salon or salon reviews or top salon or any other phrase. Know where you sit. Are you in the top three, your Google profile? Also look at where your website sits while you're doing this, because the two things really work hand in hand. So know where your Google profile sits and know where your website sits. And then plan to make changes and additions. And I'm going to show you that in a second, what I mean by making changes and additions. And check your numbers constantly. It's part of knowing if this is working, know your numbers and compare them to last year. Right, let me move on to, this is the core of what we do, which is what we're here to talk about today. How do you optimize a profile? I've shown you how you can see the numbers. I've shown you how you can get control of it, but how do we make it perform better? How do you make your profile number one, number two, number three? Right, this is what we do, and Steph's going to join me and help on this, because this is Steph's baby. She runs the team that look after all the profiles. So Steph, actually, I'm going to take a breather and let you explain. When I first say, right, you've got a new Google profile client, explain what you do in the audit.
Okay, so when we get a new client on board, the initial audit, obviously, we need to gain access to the profile. So if you're struggling to get access to your Google profile, we'll help you with that. Once everyone's got access, we'll go in and we'll have a look around. We'll make sure that everything marries the website perfectly. Google likes it to be absolutely perfect between. So all your name, your address, your telephone numbers, making sure that they're all accurate and up to date. We'll make sure things such as your location pin, make sure that the pin's in the correct place so that when people are looking for you on Google, you're actually shown exactly where you are on the map. Make sure that your website, that your opening hours are up to date. Quite often they'll be out of date and clients want accurate and up to date information. So we go through all of that initial business description, name, email address, emails and telephone numbers, etc. Make sure that that is all spot on, and then we'll liaise with the client directly as to what information's missing or what we need, and what the plan of action is next.
Okay. So things like get it to rank better on Google. Things like Q&As, I presume, help, and categories and descriptions.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go through and make sure that if it's a hair salon, that it's listed under a hair salon and not under a beauty salon or a barber's. You can add additional categories so you're seen for additional services such as barbering, or if it's a beauty salon, make sure that whichever one is the priority, that's listed first, and then you add secondary categories. So Google will obviously prioritize more active and informative profiles. So if we've got all their information on there, you're going to have more visibility than a profile that's outdated or has inaccurate information.
Actually, Steph, what I'll do is I'll show combers, which will probably help, won't it?
Yeah.
So where do you want me to go, Steph? You're in charge. Tell me
So
where to
for
go.
example, if you start off with the edit profile, so if you go on the left, click edit profile. So this is where we would kind of start off. We will go through this list, make sure that the business name matches what's on the website. We'll make sure that if you go there as well, the business categories there, we'll make sure, there you go. So hairdresser is the primary category. That is what Google will rank you first for. And then the additional categories will be stylist, barbershop, they obviously wedding services if they offer them kind of services. Any kind of niche services such as hair replacement, extensions, etc., they'll all be added under that category. Again, your business description will make sure that that is a nice little snapshot of what business is, and describe.
Are the words in the description important as well, like SEO?
They are, and Google will kind of favour a one that has got the correct words in there, so it kind of has a list of the services: balayage, hair colouring, hair replacement, etc. But that is primarily just a snapshot of the business. So when a client finds someone searching for hair salon, that comes up, they can have a brief read of what that salon's all about and get a feel for the salon.
Perfect.
And then if you go down, we'll obviously check that your opening hours match. Any special hours such as holidays, Easter, Christmas opening times, etc. Make sure that that's all accurate and up to date. Again, so when someone is searching for a hair salon or the business, they've got that information at hand. They don't have to go searching for it. It's all there and it's all accurate.
Okay, so that's the. Let me go back to my slide. So that's the kind of the audit. The
Yeah,
first month, a lot of work goes into that first month. We put the prices down here. They're on our website anyway. If you go to salonguru.net, there's a whole page all about Google Business Profile optimization. We charge £160 or $190 or euros a month for the Google Profile Management. Month one is twice that, because we do the full audit in the first month, as well as starting the next thing. So the audit is the getting it all in shape, making sure everything's correct. The weekly TLC, the tender loving care, that every single week our team will go in and do things. So again, Steph, back to you to perhaps explain what we would do on somebody like Coma's
yeah. If
as a
you go
constant
back
run through.
onto their profile, Phil.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so for example, you can see there's a little red dot there on reviews, read reviews. So that means that they've got some new reviews. Now, some clients prefer to respond directly to their clients themselves. If not, we will read the reviews and we'll respond. Google will favor you if you are if the more reviews that you have, because Google ranks you for reviews. Google, if especially if they've got keywords mentioned in there. So, for example, I visit a hair salon and I say my balayage was the best balayage in Taunton.
yeah,
Google will prioritize that review over one that doesn't have them keywords in.
yeah.
It'll also favor you if you have responses and if you're replying to them reviews promptly, you using the client's name, for example. All of this obviously it can either be done by the team or by the salon. Um, and again, what we find is that reviews, if you have the more reviews that you have and the more reviews that you're responding to, it encourages a click through to the website. Reviews gain trust. People, you know, yourself, if you go anywhere or a restaurant, whatever it is that you're searching for, you'll read the reviews. So the more that you have, and if clients can see that you're engaged and you're responding, whether they be positive or negative,
Yeah.
they're more likely to visit the website.
I think reviews is key for everything. I mean, website as well. You know, having really good Google reviews or Facebook reviews, you should have a plan for it. Make sure you've got a documented plan that all your team know about. Have you got a QR code at reception? Have you got posters up? Do the team know to ask their clients for reviews? And one of the things that we found, we are constantly hear from our salons and clinics of ideas to get more reviews. One of the ones that we love is you're not supposed to offer a reward to a client. You
Yeah,
can't
you
give them
can't
money.
incentivize.
You
It
can't
goes against
incentivize. Yeah,
Google
yeah.
guidelines.
But what you can do is say to clients, if you leave a review and you name the stylist or therapist, also ask them to name the service they had. So, you know, I was in yesterday and Amanda gave me an amazing balayage. You've got if you've got Amanda's name in there and the service, the salon, the clinic will give whatever, £2, £5 to the stylist, to the therapist. And clients love that because you're not incentivizing them, but you are giving a reward to the stylist. So make that public, have that everywhere. You know, if you leave a really positive review and name the stylist therapist and name the service you get, we will reward them. That really can help. But
Yeah.
send emails to clients, ask for reviews. It's
A
so
good way, a quick and easy way to ask for reviews as well, Phil, is if you click on the ask for review button, it gives
whereas
you just on the left,
oh, I say, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, if you click on that,
yeah,
that short code there, you can literally copy and paste that, put that in an email, put that in a text message when your clients have left the salon. You could make a QR code from that. And what that does is it takes people directly to leaving a review. It takes them to that
perfect.
screen. So
Yeah,
you don't have to go searching. You don't have to see, oh, I need to click this and then click that.
yeah,
All they do is they follow that link, whether, like I say, it could be a QR code on reception or a
yeah.
link within a newsletter. Then there you go. It's really nice and easy and simple.
Perfect. So let's go back to what we do. Go back to Corn. So that's reviews. What else do we do? So this is part of the weekly TLC. What do we do for comas to keep pushing them towards the top of Google for their profile? What else would we be doing?
Okay, so frequent, if you go back to the top, just go up to the top for us. So FAQs, for example, where it says Q&A.
Yeah,
Now, this is obviously where you commonly ask questions. Again, it's to make everything super easy for people who want to know whether there's a hair salon that's open late. Do you offer new client offers? You can add the questions yourself and you can answer the questions yourself and just put in there, again, something that's going to Google's going to see that the profile is active. They're going to see that you're engaging with it, and they're going to prioritize you over the salon next door because you've got all that information in there. You've got keywords in there. You're going to be shown more in localized searches if you're adding frequently asked questions. So,
Yeah.
for example, it might be a good one to put would be, where is Coma's hair salon located? Now, what you can do in these frequently asked questions is add landmarks, and that means that your search results are localized to specific landmarks. It could be a big Tesco, it could be that there's a monument. You could put is Coma's hair salon next to a train station. In all them mentions of landmarks and locations, Google's going to pick up on that, and they're going to prioritize you over someone who doesn't have their mentions of localized
Perfect.
places.
So it's that kind of, and it's photographs as well, I presume, photos and videos and news. I'm just
Yeah, again, all these little updates send signals to Google that you are engaged and the profile's active, the business is active. So one of the things is then what you're on there, little blog updates. And these again are little snapshots of what the salon offers or what they specialize in. I know Comas does a lot with hair extensions. So between 2 and 4 blog posts a month will be added. This will be agreed with the salon at the start of the month. What's your priority? What's your focus? And then the blog post will reflect that. And then you can link it either through to a key page on the website. You can link it directly to your book online or call us now. So again, you're just making everything really easy for the person who searched for you to click through and find that information.
I mean, the nice thing about this, it's not rocket science. That's not to denigrate the work that goes involved. It's a lot of work, but we do this all the time. We do it for a lot of salons and clinics. So,
Yeah.
but it can produce amazing results. I think the important thing is to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, it's not going to improve. You have a plan for better numbers, better rank, better
Yeah.
traffic to your website, more phone calls. By doing all of these things, that's what you get.
Absolutely.
Good.
And it's just about being constant with it as well. Regular little updates constantly, which obviously that's where we can come on board and take that away from the salon who are obviously busy.
All right, so that's going to have a quick look through the chat, see if there's any questions. But I think the key things I would suggest for anybody here today, have this plan. Get your phone out and use it. Search for all the phrases, all the services. Do it while you're outside your business and do it while you're a mile away and 5 miles away. See where you appear on Google, both your website, but also your profile, which is what we're talking about today. Find out where you rank. Make a note of them all. If you're number 16 for Salon Bristol, then make a note of that, because if you do something about it and in a year's time you're number 6, you know that's worked and what you've done. So this is what we do for all of our clients. We send all new clients get a full rank report for all of their website phrases every single month. Salons that have been with us a long time, we do it every 3 months. So they have perhaps 150, 200 phrases that we constantly say, this is how well it's performing. This is how well it's improving. These are your traffic numbers, because that's what we're aiming at, a busier website or a busier profile. So make a note of all those numbers. Steph, any questions amongst the
Just
chat?
got one new message coming through. What if you cover several localities, e.g., this is from Carla.
So if you've got multiple locations, which we have, some of our salons, they'll have two profiles. Like the Monaco in Tampa, they've got 2 salons. So they've got 2 Google profiles, 2 maps, 2 locations, 2 profiles to update. So if you've got multiple locations, you will have multiple profiles.
Not multiple locations, we cover more than one area.
Google can see that, but you need to make sure that you're describing that when you're talking about your business in your description, etc. There is a thing where you can define areas, but normally that's for kind of online businesses. You're better just telling the story. We cover. So let's say you're in Gloucester and you also go to Cheltenham and Cirencester and Bristol. Say that in the description. Our area people visit us from, our coverage covers. So put it in your description. Make sure it's on your website too. That's absolutely key. Your website and your profile actually do work quite a lot together. Google recognizes reviews on your profile, but that also builds the strength of your website. So make sure that your website is also having the same kind of attention that you're looking at the numbers and the traffic and the rank. Any more questions, Steph?
I think that's it for now.
Good. Well, I think if you want something to do today, go to our website, read more about the Google profiles. You can also get a free rank report for your website when you're there, which is in the top right corner of our website. Let me just go there now so I can show you where it is. Let's go to Salon Guru. So if you want to get a rank report, it's there, top right corner, free Google report. That will tell you where your website appears. We can also do this for Google profiles. We do it for all of our clients so that people know where their profile is appearing on Google. So I think that's it for today. We've got more webinars planned. I think there's another one next month. I think it's Salon IQ, then Loop HR. So as part of this Salon Business Collective, which we're one of the expert voices in, there's a whole range of webinars coming up this year. So you'll see me again. You might see Steph again on the next one. So thank you everybody for joining us on this Monday morning. And I hope we get to speak to you all soon. Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.